kitchen trying to make it rock solid. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Geeked Up, and my name is Craig. I'm glad you came over. If you could please like, subscribe, and share the video. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So today, I kind of want to talk about something different. Let me just say, somewhat leaning towards the STEM field, STEM. And you know, STEM is an acronym for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You see what I'm saying? And why I'm kind of thinking about that is because I was thinking about the evil geniuses of the comic books, you know, Marvel, DC. I was thinking of Dr. Doom. I was thinking of Reed Richards. I was thinking about the scientist supreme of advanced ideal mechanics, you know, AIM, you know, Hank Pym. Then I got to thinking of Lex Luthor, Mr. Terrific, you know, Ray Palmer the Atom. You know, those are some super geniuses in the comic books from DC and Marvel. And what I kind of was thinking was like, what made them become an evil genius? Well, we know what makes them become an evil genius or even become a genius, but what was it when they were children that got them like that? And that's what brings me to my subject right here, and we just gonna jump right into it. And the things I want to talk about was shows that I watched as a child that kind of, not kind of, but it piqued my interest, and I was just like, wow, this is pretty cool. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just gonna get into it. And the first one I want to talk about is Bill Nye the Science Guy. I know y'all remember Bill Nye the Science Guy. I'm a little older. That's a show, you know, in the 90s that ran. So, you know, I'm telling my age right now. If you know, you know. So Bill Nye the Science Guy ran from 1993 to 1998. Bill Nye the Science Guy was a very good show. Bill Nye the Science Guy would discuss somewhat complex topics, but he would break it down to where children can understand it. That would grab their attention and where children can understand it. Like for example, he would talk about like outer space, and the subject pertaining to outer space was like a light year, and then he kind of broke down what a light year was and explained how it's measured. You see what I'm saying? So Bill Nye the Science Guy was a very interesting person. I love watching Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy used to come on weekdays. I remember watching it on weekdays, like after school and stuff like that. That's when, you know, Boy Meets World and Saved by the Bell and all that stuff used to come on. I know y'all remember those shows also. But Bill Nye the Science Guy was very good. And like Bill Nye also, he would get out there in the field and show you how stuff worked. You know, he'll be out there in the trenches. So like, for example, Bill Nye, one time he was explaining like bones, and then he also explained muscles. And so he would explain how your muscles would work, and he'll use the example by riding a bike and talking about how he's using his muscles to propel himself on a bike. Stuff like that. Or say, for example, Bill Nye, if he's discussing the topic of electricity, he will go out to a power plant and show you how like electricity will run through certain machines and conduits and how they work. And that's what I liked about Bill Nye the Science Guy, because he'll actually get out there and show you, you know, and give you pictures and show you how stuff works. And then, you know, he would have little kids on there do a segment on there where the little kids would do their little part, their little experiment, or trying to do something like that. So I can honestly say I really like how Bill Nye the Science Guy really did his thing. And he was very descriptive when he was trying to explain stuff and get stuff in details. But once again, you know, he was trying to explain it to children. And so, you know, he was just terrific and stuff like that. He was just real good. That's all I really got to say about Bill Nye the Science Guy. You know, I still remember the theme song, and you know, I used to, you know how you know a theme song and you sing it and you know, stuff like that. Bill Nye the Science Guy was that dude. You know what I'm saying? Bill Nye the Science Guy was that guy. He was the science guy. And so I just still remember this stuff, and this is what shapes a lot of us today. So if you're in the STEM field, you know, not only that, you know, other fields, rather if it comes to computers, graphic designs, other stuff, and it's like that stuff put that spark in your mind when you was younger. You see what I'm saying? Even, you know, if you want to create video games or something like that, that stuff is put into your mind as a child. And, you know, we're thankful for shows like that. Okay, moving forward. Now, it's another one that came on Saturday mornings, and this one right here is my personal favorite, between the two, and that's Beakmans World. Beakmans World ran from 1992 to 1997. You see what I'm saying? Beakmans, I remember Beakmans World coming on Saturday mornings. That show was good. Could we say that show was a little bit more cheesier? Beakman had like more props, sound effects, and co-stars that help him out. Beakman was the type that he would show you stuff and do experiments that you can do at home with adult supervision, basically your parents or something like that. And just like Bill, he also explained a lot of complex things, you know, for children, but he'll do it through, you know, like the science experiments that you can do at home. And he was real good about that. And he also used to have a little segment on the show called Did You Know, where they'll show like little stuff about, they just tell stuff about little fun facts or stuff like that. Like, I think I was looking at a video the other day to brush up on my skills, and he was talking about, did you know that butterflies actually taste or something with their feet or something like that? You know, you gotta look it up. You know, it's a science show. But anyway, it was, you know, stuff like that. It was interesting. So, you know, Beakman, what he had to do was he had to make it to where he held children's attention. And that's what he would do. Because, you know, when you're young, you know, not too many stuff is going to hold your attention. So he would do stuff like have sound effects, or he'll be kind of zany and hipster kind of cool or something like that. And, you know, just how it was, his whole setup and everything. I really like Beakman's World. Very, very educational show. Like I said, his show had a lot of props and sound effects and co-stars. And one of his co-stars was, his name was Lester the Rat. It was just some guy dressed in a rat costume. And the character was always like a person who would doubt Beakman, like, nah, this can't be it. Just, you know, just one of those people. And then Beakman would just prove him wrong by doing the science experiment. And so, Beakman was just such a good show, and I really enjoyed that. And you know, there was another co-star on there that would help out. And on that show also, the people would like write letters asking him to explain how something works, and he would do that, which I thought was awesome. That was good for the children. So, you know, that's a good thing. And so, you know, I just want to know, you know, whatever your field that you're into right now, rather if you're a doctor, if you're in science, technology, you know, computers, anything, was there something as a child that you liked that held your attention? Was there something, you know, that put that spark in your brain that made you think about something like that? Was there anything that you liked younger that, you know, that you still remember to this day? You know, any educational stuff? Anything. So just let me know. Also, I just want to throw a honorable mention, and that honorable mention is going to be the Magic School Bus, which ran from 1994 to 1997, and that was a cartoon for like the you know, the smaller kids, probably like, you know, whatever age range. So, and like Miss Frizzle said, take chances, make mistakes, get messy. You see what I'm saying? And it was always something like that stuck with me to this day. I just can't explain why something like that always stuck with me. You know, here I am as a older gentleman, and I still remember that from my childhood. Take chances, make mistakes, get messy. You see what I'm saying? So I thought that was pretty good. You know, it's a lot of other great shows that was out there that was just so fundamental, and, you know, like I said, that shaped, you know, kids who they are today, which made them be who they are. And, you know, just let me know in the comments, was there something that you like? So, you know, like always, I want to say thank you for coming over. I appreciate y'all time. You know, y'all are wonderful. And, you know, I catch y'all next time. And like always, subscribe and share. Like the video, you know. Get at me, y'all.